Charlie Ruff, a familiar name, stands over the ball in the centre circle with his white boots a few yards back from the football, stood there in the middle. Referee Jack Bloxham checks his wrist, and we're underway in Essex. Back to the heart of defence it goes, where Jenkins leans back and fires the ball forward. Instantly strikes the arm of Mo Fowl, and Chelmsford will have an early free kick with Ebazume. Kai Innocent taking in-swinging delivery then from the right-hand side. The Hawks left back. White shirts buzzing around the 18-yard box. Low and hard from Innocent towards Stuart White. Cleared away at the near post. Drops to James Roberts, who gets a hold of a fairly tame volley. And Josh Oluwayemi drops to his right to save at the near post. He stood on the right wing. And it'll be an in-swinger again from Innocent. This one's deeper towards the hands of Oluwayemi. Able to get a solid punch on it. Drops to Deacon, whose wayward volley clears not only the goal, but the stand, and lands into the vacant space of the running track. Will be a corner kick for Chelmsford. No surprise that Carruthers stands over it. Another good-looking ball towards Winfield. That's the target, and it's into the side netting. A couple of the fans in this main stand thought perhaps that had bulged the back of the net, but it's behind Ross Warner's goal, and it will be a Havant and Waterlooville goal kick. Looks for James Roberts, in field to Baker. Baker tries to go first time round the corner, deflects back to Leon Baker with a chance to perhaps shoot from the angle. Baker lines one up and drives it into the top of the stand and over the bar. To whip a ball in, we'll try and just dink it over the top of the Hawks back line. That's where it goes, towards the back post, headed back across the penalty area. Winfield waiting for it to drop. Jermaine Francis looks back into the 6-yard box. Penalty given because of a nudge in the back. Well, and that looks soft from where we're sitting at him. But the way Jack Bloxham's refereed this game so far, he's been given absolutely everything, and he's just given a penalty to the Clarets for what seems a fairly innocuous nudge in the back. And now they have a spot kick from 12 yards, and Samir Carruthers stands over it. Ross Warner with work to do here, the Hawks keeper, early on. Carruthers right-footed, angled run up to the left. Clarets number 10 steps up, and Warner saves with his legs. Back to Carruthers, and sent wide from Carruthers' second attempt. Havant and Waterlooville survive. Intercepted by Jermaine Francis. Had a great start to this game, Francis. Looking for a cross from the right. He'll twist and turn past Kai Innocent. Whips in a good ball towards the back post. Mills' header. Saved brilliantly by Warner. Second attempt on the follow-up from Jones is wide. Another fantastic save by Ross Warner. Reaction stop this time. But Tom Blair, though, will dart into the right wing. Tries an early shot. Oluwayemi has to save. Spilled to Mo Fowl. Can't get it towards goal. Winfield was there to block in front of his goalkeeper. Carruthers takes another clever free kick, this one to Charlie Ruff, in behind the Hawks back line, strikes first time and fizzes it wide of Ross Warner's upright. Flicked on by Jones, one first by Osler, hooked up into the air. Innocent can't help it down the line, another Chelmsford throw, this one just 15 yards up the touchline from the last. Osler again volleys away. Again, the ball's nodded up in the air, and Blair this time can bring it down and lift over a good ball to Mo Fowl. Racing 1-1 with Winfield, takes it early. Beautiful finish, Mo Fowl. What a touch, lifting it over Oluwayemi, right-footed, and he has arrived for the 2023-24 season. We wondered when that goal might come. Not been to the start of the season he or the Hawks would have wanted, but he has taken that superbly. And Charlie Ruff wants the ball back a few steps further. Long delay here, tension building. This might be the last kick of the half. It will be Ruff right-footed, and it's wayward and wide. And that will do it for the first half of action here in Essex. Samir Carruthers unhappy with something. There is a signal there from Brooks. Plays it short to Carruthers. Rolled towards the near post. Janner's come to got it. Hasn't got there. Loose in the penalty area. Smashed just past the post. It was a good strike in the end by Jermaine Francis. Fell nicely for him. Drove it with his laces. Bounced off the advertising hoardings and back into the back of the net. And many in the stand, not for the first time today, thought it had gone in. Osler mishits his clearance. That might allow Jones to get in. Wilson and Jones tussling. Free kick goes against Chelmsford City. And Brendan Wilson will stand in front of the free kick, so it can't be taken quickly. Wilson's already booked. He's off. What a nightmare for the Hawks. Quarter of an hour left to play in normal time. Well, it will be really, really crucial to see whether Brendan Wilson was booked for the challenge or booked from standing in front of the free kick. Because if he was booked for standing in front of the free kick, I'm sorry, that's very, very silly indeed. You know you're on a yellow card, and you've just forced your side to defend the last quarter of an hour plus stoppage time with 10 men. And he'll step away. Ben Brooks will take over. In-swinger from Brooks, in towards the 6-yard box. Roberts nods clear. Drops for Carruthers 30 yards from goal. Shifts it onto his right. Looks for a pass behind. Jermaine Francis latches onto it. Francis from the angle. Saved by Warner. Second attempt. Bouncing towards the back post. And tapped in. Flag stays down. Chelmsford are level. Almost as soon as the Hawks went down to 10. The ball's in the back of the net, and I think it was substitute Mo Bettimer that tucked in the equaliser at the back post. Jana looking for foul, wants a free kick again. Again, whistle stays in the pocket of referee Jack Bloxham. Charlie Ruff with an early switch of play. Chelmsford trying to catch Haverton Waterloo out. Bettimer in behind, 18 yards from goal, driven left-footed, offside flag up on the near side. And Mo Bettimer thought he'd flipped the game on its head single-handedly, but the offside flag up on the near side against the big number 9. It will be Roberts. It's curled well and just hits the head of someone in the wall, dropping for Jewett White. Baker waiting for it. Back to James Roberts, hits it through the crowd. Blocked that time by Jenkins. Deacon sends it back to where it came from. Leon Baker adjudged to have shoved Samir Carruthers. And Chelmsford will have a free kick and the Hawks will have to retreat quickly. Jermaine Francis in a rush to get on the end of the loose ball and try and send Chelmsford City moving in the right direction. Bettimer racing with Max Connolly. Connolly, the young defender with defending to do, and has to play it out behind for a corner kick. Well, it wasn't the cleanest bit of defending in the world, but Max Connolly with his heart pounding there and Mo Bettimer hunting him down. The 18-year-old just puts it out behind. Corner kick, Chelmsford City. Pressure's unrelenting. Another cross, another header. Joe Ostler again, diving header at the edge of his own 18-yard box. And he has been superb today, Joe Ostler. And that will bring the game to a close. A point away from home that the Hawks will savour. A vital point with the way the season has started.